What is happening? It's good to see everyone. Let me know how the volume is because we have completely moved to a different room in the house, and I'm hoping I hooked up and configured everything correctly. I cannot watch my own stream now on the same PC I'm streaming from, so I'm watching on the tablet. So please excuse me if there's a delay in reading your chat. You will see some things have changed on the overlay as well. The notifications are turned off, the subscribers on the bottom, the recent donation, all that crap is turned off. I got a new monitor. I went and reset up, reconfigured the entire stream, and for whatever reason, I can't get those alerts working again. So it's something for the future, but we're building a new PC soon anyway, so I'm not going to fuck with it on this PC. We're just going to go from there. So yeah, the daughter moved out of the house. Very busy at work. That's why I haven't been streaming. October 15th through October 15th through December 7th is our busiest time of the year. This week right now being the busiest of that chunk. This time of year we get 80% of our enrollments. I work for insurance. We get 80% of our enrollments for the year come through between those time frames. So I've been working my ass off. I haven't had a day off since September 29th, but the end is in sight. I have a countdown timer on my work desk, which you'll see in a second here. I'll share my setup with you here as soon as we get a few more people watching. But don't forget to hit that like button if you don't mind. I know it's been a while since I streamed, but we're here. We're back. Hopefully we can do this more of a regular thing, especially after I get the new PC set up. We are going to have a brand new build, brand new parts, a 9800 X3D CPU, a 5070 Ti. No, not the 5090, I wish, but a 5070 Ti. 64 gigs of DDR5 RAM, which I had to sell my left testicle to acquire. We're going to have the 360 AIO. Got a relatively new, different type of power supply called the Lian Li Edge power supply. Should be easier to connect things. But the goal here is to get that PC put together and set up, be able to stream from that PC, and then I will take my existing PC, wipe it clean, turn it into a streaming PC, so I'll have a dual PC set up for streaming. So that way I can just play games on my gaming computer and stream from the streaming PC, and we'll be able to stream more AAA titles as well, you know, the Cyberpunks, the Hogwarts Legacy, Red Dead Redemption 2, that type of stuff that gave me a problem in the past. But let's get into it. Where are we at? So it is true. I am on a vacation ticket for this KVK. The proof is right here. You can see it on the screen. I just knew with my workload at work, I would not be able to participate in fight and help the guys out with the day-to-day running of the kingdom and the KVK like I want to. You know, and we got a great group of leaders here who said, don't worry about it, just fight when you can, this, that, and the other thing. But I know myself. I know myself. I know how invested I am into this kingdom, into the other players here. So I know I would kill myself trying to do everything I did in the past while still maintaining a work-life balance. So it is what it is. What's up, Soul? Admenia, A. Joe? Somebody's going to have to... Another moderator handled this. Okay, good. So that's where we stand. Now that doesn't mean I've stopped playing this game, right? We are still playing the game. We are still doing our daily grind as much as I can. We do have, I don't even know where they are in this list. We do have Achilles expertise. We have gangrene expertise. So we're ready to rock when the next KVK comes. We're sitting on still at 1,291 gold universals, 2,383 spin tickets. So we're still ready to rock. Okay, talk about recruitment. Thank you, Captain, for dropping that in the chat. You know, we are recruiting. So we are looking specifically for cavalry infantry rally leads, but we will entertain any new or old players who wish to come to this kingdom. We'll do an interview with them as long as you are hungry and highly active. You know, we ideally want players who are going to get their 30 million kills every KVK. In a perfect world, they purchase pop-ups, One Mountain Warfare. I see Apo in the chat, so we're going to have to... where's my button for it? Where's my button for it? Here we go. Yeah, I think Captain Stinkfist said it best in chat here, right? We don't want slackers. You know, we want people that can pull their own weight. I'm not saying you're a slacker at all, Kim, but we got enough Archer rally leads between myself, Redline. You know, my gear is top notch. My armaments, 8% all damage, hard to beat. You know, Redline has been doing a lot of rallies. I know we've had other people Archer rallying, but we still need some cavalry players to supplement the players we have, infantry players to supplement the players that we have. You know, it never hurts to apply. Contact the R4s in our alliance description. Is that Hubs? Are you kidding me? Is Hubs in here? Contact the R4s in our alliance description. And, you know, we're still in KVK, so please don't message them daily, right? What's the status? What's the status? They'll get back to you. They'll set up a time to do an interview. But we're keeping up on the account, right? We've made some equipment. Where are you here? Cavalry equipment, we're getting there. We've got 3 level 5s and 3 level 4s. So that's the set I'm focused on right now. Our infantry equipment is all level 5. And we've got 2 level 5 sets of archer equipment, other than, well, I guess this horn is level 5, right? And I made the horn level 5 so I can swap it with this dagger if I'd like. So we're keeping up. We still got a nice account. The one thing I was worried about skipping a KVK was the, what are they called? Oh, dang. What are they called? These stones, but I got 8 of them. 8 iconic crystals, and I'll get another one when KVK ends. So we're still focused on growing our account. I'm not quitting the game. We can't leave these guys. I just needed a break with work. So that said, let's take a moment. Let me show you my new setup. I think we're on the desktop now. I can't see OBS anymore. Yep, okay, we're on the desktop now. So here's the new setup, right? Oh, stop, pause. Right, this is the door. It says, "Don't test me, I will put you in the trunk." Thank you for the 5 gifted. Snow Goose, appreciate you as always. Apple with 28 months. It says, "Don't test me, I will put you in the trunk and help people look for you." Then we got our Packers stuff, and this is my work sign. Lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. When I have to have my camera on for work, they can see that. I already had HR message me, but hey, what the hell. Then this is the TV wall. We've got some of our prize collectibles up there, some of my favorite players over the years. That's a 50-inch TV with a Nintendo Switch. Then we get over to our work area. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. This is the work PC. Ergonomic keyboard, vertical mouse. Got the Punisher neon. And then this is the gaming PC setup. Ignore the cable management, because like I said, we're building a new PC, so it made no sense to zip tie everything, to run everything through do all the cable management if I'm just going to tear this down here in less than a month. And these are the parts that we have for the new PC. There's the 5070 Ti over there. Got the 360 AIO. We've got two Gen 5 NVMe drives. We've got all the Corsair Link fans that don't require all kinds of cables. Got the Lian Li power supply there on the bottom. We got a shower curtain, barn door, hiding all the crap in the closet. We've got our Rise of Kingdoms corner with our little gun safe as well. So that's it in a nutshell. Pretty sexy, if I do say so myself. The memes on Apple are crazy. Time to kick Mad Mania if no slackers are allowed. You're not very nice, Hubsy. Mad does a lot. He does a lot behind the scenes. He may not be the scariest person in the open field, but he does a hell of a lot behind the scenes. I think Apple may have showed that on one of his streams, yeah. Yeah, and for whatever reason, the chat on my tablet is not keeping up here. Yeah, they got some tough opponents this KVK. 1719 over in the fire camp. Let's flip over to the KVK map so I can show you what it looks like. So zone 5 here, pretty much, what was it, 22 hours? I think you guys did a phenomenal job in zone 5 here. I think you burned 2 or 3 of their forts before they even got built. But we can see filling in zone 6 here, as are the enemies in Earth Camp. Fire beat Water Camp. So Fire beat Water, who are our allies. Wind beat Earth. You know, so it's a fairly even matchup, it seems. 1719 is a very strong kingdom, though. Fire Camp looked to be very strong in the battles with Water Camp. So we'll see. We will see. Time will tell. Right, past 7. I hate past 7s. You know, it's just who can kill the most farm troops in past 7s, right? No, Apple played for like 12 hours straight. Crazy. You know, he is not. We give him shit about being deadweight, but he is not deadweight. Not even close. So I mean that's where we sit. And I'm just chilling in Home Kingdom here because there's no sense going to KVK map. Right? Everybody's competing for resource nodes there. I can't even get out of Zone 4 if I go to the KVK map. So I'm just chilling in Home Kingdom, farming like a madman. No, it's the first person to touch it and stay on it and when the pass falls. Now, we know the formula to take it. It's just we fail to execute at times. Everybody's so used to pulling off something when they're yellow that we've had people hit it first, but then they back off when they're yellow, and the enemy's first troop did. It doesn't back off when it's yellow. So, nah, past 7 is just it's so stupid. If people prepare right, it's impossible, right? You got to get through a fort wall in 3 days and try and cut them off from Kingsland. It's nearly impossible. Nah, they should be fine without me there. Redline has what? He's 7.8% all damage, so it's only 2/10 less. And we've got others that have level 5 sets also, just not the 8% all damage. So these guys will be fine. They did absolutely fantastic in Zone 5. I mean, I was so proud of the job they did. It really brought tears to my eyes. Let's see, what was I gonna do? We'll send some troops over here. Why not? We'll get those materials. We can trade those in for alliance credits at a minimum. But I have not been paying attention to anything going on in Rise of Kingdoms. Any of the KVKs. Basically, when I get done with work, I watch Apo for a couple of hours. And then I will take a nap, and then I'll jump back on my work PC. Make sure that our IT folks who are across the world in another continent are doing what I asked them to do, then go back to sleep. Yeah, we're not a C seed anymore. We're not a D seed anymore. We're a low A seed. So we're facing good kingdoms in our KVKs these days. Getting good fights. Now, Zone 5, yeah, it was over in, 2022, 24 hours. But, that's not to say there were not good fights when things were taking place. Yeah, congrats on that, Onyx, as well. I mean, not every most KVKs, in fact, you're not going to have, 7, 8, 10, 12, 20 straight days of fighting. Right? That's just not how it happens in most KVKs. Those highly spectated KVKs like 1960, 2377, 1093, yeah, those KVKs, yeah, when those big Imperiums face each other, yeah, you might see fighting for 5, 6, 8, 10, 12 days straight. But I'm too old for that shit. I like the KVKs like this, where you can fight for 1 or 2 days, have some really good fights for 1 or 2 days, then take a break till the next pass opens. Right? That's more my speed now. The older and older I get. I've done that Imperium stuff. I'm okay. I'm okay not doing that. I'm okay only getting 1 to 2 billion kill points at KVK. That's fine with me. I don't need to whip it out of my pants and swing it around and say, hey, look, I got 10 billion kill points this KVK. No, I don't care. I don't care. I I want to have fun with these guys. I don't want to, base my self-worth on the number of kill points that I have. And I think that's a lot of what's wrong with this game today. Is people are so hyper focused on, how many kill points did I get? How many deaths did I get? How many kill points did I get? It doesn't matter. Go out, give it 100%, play and have fun. That's it. What's up, Taki? Pilots that are out there getting paid per kill point, that's ridiculous in my opinion. What does it matter? Have fun. It's not a game anymore. You're playing a spreadsheet simulator. Sooner people realize it, the better. And that's a shame if we're really truly at that point where people are playing this game just for kill points, just for deads. It's a game. Play it and have fun. And again, Snow Goose, thank you once again for those 5 gifted. Appreciate you, sir. We do not have many of the alerts enabled any longer. Apo with 28 months in the Touchdown Club. Good God, man. Good God, man. Hope you're having fun on your trip. Still waiting for your live streams from Egypt. I don't know if you're still watching. No, I'm still doing Ark of Osiris as well. Where's our history here? Is that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? This one was super close. 8, 9, 10. I think this was in the middle of a KVK. So 10 in a row. Nightwolf coordinates our Ark of Osiris now, and we've been on a nice run. Any thoughts on matchmaking for this pop? I honestly, I have not. I've been so busy with work and getting my new office set up and ordering PC parts that I have not paid attention to any of the matchmaking that just came out. I have heard that there was a match, and I forget the kingdoms involved, where they didn't. Well, one kingdom was adamant that it be canceled because they didn't like matchmaking, but I'm not in tune with that drama, so I'm just gonna stay out of it. I mean, matchmaking is never perfect, right? I think we've all had good matchups. We've all had bad matchups. Whatever you do, not everyone's going to be happy. No matter which allies are chosen, there's always going to be somebody saying this isn't fair. It's the clickbait title. 1029 ignored your migration request. Send it again. Send it again, hunky. We know you want to do Diplo. If Hunky did Diplo, it would be a 1 versus 3 every KVK. Yeah, I mean, the R4 is a hard position. R5 is a hard position. You know, I'm glad we have a great group of people here where we've got at least 20 people that can step up at any given time and help. I think the worst thing in this game is those diplomacy conversations. People keep boasting about community, this community, that, and this community, this, and community, that. But at the end of the day, 99% of what they care about is stats and piloting. I'll be the first to say I'm not a fan of piloting. And you guys have heard me say this in the past. Right? I'm okay with a couple of friends playing on each other's account. That's fine with me. It's these big piloting groups or paid pilots that move from server to server to server that can drastically shift the balance of a KVK. The problem is, these bigger Imperium kingdoms, they're at a point now where if they don't use those groups, those piloting groups, they're done dancing. They can't compete. And that's where the game needs to change. Like, I'm fine if Forza and Coco want to share an account, right? But when it gets to a point where you have to start hiring pilots to compete, that's a problem. I never want to be in a kingdom that forces me to use a pilot. I mean, I've had people reach out to me trying to recruit me and telling me, oh, if you come to our kingdom, though, we require you to have 3 pilots. No, thank you. I'll pass. Have a nice day. Please come again. Do you want fries with that? You know, and it would be so easy for them to fix too. I don't think limiting a player's playtime. You can only be in War Frenzy for 16 hours, and we're going to force you to take a 4-hour break. I don't think that's the solution. You know, you already track the number of devices an account uses. Why not just limit the number of devices? That's still going to allow players to use pilots if they choose to use pilots. But they won't be able to use those piloting groups where, okay, here's Lambo's login and password information. Anyone who can pilot, go pilot for them. Right? It's going to force players who use pilots to have 1 or 2 dedicated pilots. And eliminate those groups moving from server to server. Yeah, I have literally, there are KVKs when pass is open that I will literally stay online for 20 hours fighting. Nonstop. Whether it be launching rallies or open field fighting or whatever. I am not a fan of 16-hour War Frenzy that's forcing you to take a break. You know, the only people that's punishing, that doesn't punish pilots, the only people that's punishing are players like myself. You know, you ask Snowgoose, you ask Madmania, right? I'll stay up till midnight my time and be back online 2 hours later. I'll take a 2-hour nap and jump back online when fighting's going on. You know, I'm sorry. We are not in a place where I need Big Brother watching over my shoulder telling me, "Oh, you need to take a rest. You've been piloting, or you've been playing for 16 hours." Right? That's my call to make. I hope to God they do, Hells. I hope to God they do. And I'm sorry, guys, if I'm missing chat again. YouTube, for whatever reason, is not letting me watch the live stream on my PC. I have it up on my tablet. The timer is only for Imperium kingdoms. I thought it was going to be for everyone, Pharaoh. Where did they say only Imperiums? What's up, Blackout? So we'll see. I understand why they're doing it. I get it. I get it. But it's going to hurt players like myself who will play this game for 24 hours straight before they log off and take a rest. Look at all that. Look at all that loot there. Look at all those alliance credits just waiting for me to scoop them up. I got mail in DC'd. What? They do it in all servers? What's up, Dark Princess? Look at the goop. Yeah, I mean, that makes no sense, right, Hunky? I get it. I get it. Right? Let's see. This player logged on in Saudi Arabia, and then 2 minutes later, they logged on from Alaska. Right? Wow, that's either the fastest flight ever, or they invented a teleportation device. But I'm okay with friends playing on friends' accounts. Right? That's fine with me. Bad Queen, good to see you. So, I mean, they already have a way. Let me find it here, and we'll share the desktop again real quickly. Where am I? Other? No. If I go to accounts and characters and then account settings. Right, manage devices. Let me share the desktop again. Give me just a second here. Right, I mean, like you can see, I use 3 devices. I use my PC, a tablet, and a phone. Right, if you just limit people's devices to 3 devices, piloting is solved. That way you can play on your account, you can have a dedicated pilot playing on your account with his device, and you can have a second device even, your tablet or your phone. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Yeah, location, IP address, you can't go by that, right? Somebody can use a VPN, no problem. Change their location. You can't limit it to IP addresses because not everybody has a static IP address. Some people do use VPNs for legitimate reasons. So the only feasible way I see to do this is to limit the number of devices. What about the 50 billion Krakens? 4th and 5th device in Vietnam and Tunisia? If you have 3 devices, I think it would be hard to find somebody who actually uses 4 devices to play their own account. There may be a few out there, but you're telling me they can't go down to 3? Exactly. You would have to limit the device changes to once every 30 days. Right? Once you add a new device, you can't delete it for 30 days. Right? I mean, there would need to be some additional checks and balances put in place there. I mean, this is what we proposed to the development team in our very first Creators Corner podcast. Right? I mean, I use a PC, I use a tablet, and I use a phone. And I'm hardly ever on my phone playing this game. I can't stand that, 6-inch screen? I primarily use my PC when I'm playing, and my tablet when I'm at work. I completely agree, Bad Queen, but yet instead, hey, Instead of doing that, let's limit the playtime. You can only be in War Frenzy for 16 hours, or then we're going to force you to take a 4-hour break. Screw that nonsense. If that gets implemented and it stays, I don't know how long I'll continue playing this game. Just being honest here. So we'll see. We'll see. I've given that feedback. Others have given that feedback. You see many of the sponsored content creators, the paid content creators, saying, oh, this is the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't buy into that bullshit. You know me, I'm going to call it like I see it. You may or may not agree with my opinion, and that's fine. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one. We can always agree to disagree, but as long as we understand that everybody's free to have their own opinion. Doesn't mean somebody that disagrees with me is a bad person. Just means they have a different opinion. They just happen to be wrong. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Aren't you the guy that what to Apple? What do I do to Apple? I don't know. Queen might get jealous. Yeah, Apple is a very good friend of mine. A very good friend of mine. I'm always on his streams. Always on his streams supporting him. He is making... I'm a small streamer, right? I don't care how many people watch me. I do this for fun. I don't do this to make a living. This is not my full-time job. But individuals like Apo who are very entertaining, absolutely. Absolutely. Good friends of mine that do this, absolutely. I will spoil them rotten. $33 people watching, 22 likes. Thank you for keeping up on that for me, Hunk. Yeah, smash that like button, guys. If you don't mind, this is my first live stream in probably a month. Okay? Least you can do is smash that like button for me. It's real simple. I mean, this has been... Work has been very stressful, but when I get done with work, I don't have the additional stress of a KVK. It has been a godsend, and I'm glad Mad Mania and Captain allowed me to take a vacation ticket. Don't smash the like, caress it. Oh boy. Oh boy. So they unfortunately sitting out this KVK probably means I'm not going to get an unlock for this new commander, because I think fighting overlaps on one of the days. That said, they said it was a free-for-all, so I trained a shitload. But we still probably won't even get top 15. I hope I don't get top 15. If I get top 15 with 22.7 million points, we got problems. Why do Krakens join big kingdoms and then played? I have no idea. I have no idea. You see it countless times, right? Really big players joining super Imperium kingdoms to fight A seeds, and then they complain about the quality of the fights that they get. You know, it does not make a lot of sense to me either, my friend. That's why I play in a low A seed kingdom. I enjoy it here. We have great people here. And we are recruiting. I was in Imperiums before. 1039. Back when we had KVK, when KVK wasn't even a thing. Solomar was in that kingdom. Chisgo was there for a bit. I was in 1052 for their Season 3 Osiris League push. Right, lucky enough to win Season 3 with OV. Just the drama in those big kingdoms. No, thank you. Can you join 1029? Get in contact with Mad Mania or Captain Stinkfus. And they will have a conversation with you. 17 million power, though, that's kind of low. That's kind of low. Honestly, 1029, one of the oldest kingdoms in the game. Ideally, we want players that are in that, I think, 40 to 90 million range. That have 3 to 4 meta marches for open field. We would like to get a few more cavalry rally leaders here, a few more infantry rally leaders here. I mean, if you come out of your first season of Conquest KVK and you're interested, yeah, definitely hit them up. Hit them up. I'm pushing the Amazon truck, smoking Kush and speakers full blast. Okay, Pharaoh. Interesting. Perhaps next, go Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys are hot right now. I'm still hoping. I mean, this is a huge football week for the Packers, right? Not only is it the Packers-Bears rivalry, but it will determine potentially who is in the driver's seat for the NFC North. And I will share with you, after the Packers lost to the Panthers and the Eagles, the next game that they played, I think it was the Giants. I looked up in the sky and I prayed to Vince Lombardi, and I said, Vince, every time the Packers score a touchdown, I'm going to do a shot of Jägermeister. And I did. And they won. And then the next game, I said, okay, same deal. Every time they score, I'm going to do a shot. And they won. What's up, St. Jolene? On Thanksgiving, we were at my brother's for Thanksgiving, and I had to drive home, so I didn't do shots there. But I once again, I looked up at the sky and I said, Vince, Mr. Vince Lombardi, I promise you, if the Packers win, I will do all the shots in a row when we get home. We got home from Thanksgiving. I walked in, I poured myself 5 shots down the hatch. So I'm locked in now. They haven't lost the game since I started doing shots every time they score. So, yeah, there we are. I miss this, St. Jolene. It's just I have been in no mood after work to fire up a stream and try and stay positive and keep people entertained. So my apologies for not being more active. I mean, you can see right here, I even took a vacation ticket for this KVK. So it was funny. I'm a type 2 diabetic, so I really should not be drinking alcohol. But we're eating dinner, and my wife's like, you're not supposed to be drinking. I'm like, yeah, but I'm not supposed to be eating these cheesy hash brown potatoes that you made for dinner either now, am I? So she kind of got quiet there, and it's like, okay, all right, whatever. So I used to take American football much more serious than I do. You know, when I was born in 1970, so the 1970s and the 1980s for the Green Bay Packers were absolutely awful. I prayed that I would just see them win one Super Bowl. Brett Favre, Mike Holmgren, Reggie White, they did that in 1997. After that, it's like whatever happens from here out, I can die a happy man. I've seen them win one Super Bowl. I can go to heaven and I can be happy after that. And then Aaron Rodgers, Clay Matthews, you know, they won another Super Bowl in 2010. And I'm like, wow, I have been blessed. I have seen them win it twice now. I'm good. Do I have crazy rituals and traditions for Packer games? Absolutely. Do some of them work? Yeah. Do some of them not work? Yeah. But it is what it is. Josh did leave to go to another kingdom. I wish him the best. I hope he's happy there. I thank him very much for the time that he put in, the KVK he put in 1029. Great fighter. But he has moved on. Yeah, I'll curse at the TV. I'll yell at the TV, but I don't throw things at the TV anymore. I don't. Yeah, I mean, you know, I'm not a hoodlum. So, my profession, it's a long explanation. I'm a business analyst for a software company that makes enrollment, billing, and claims software for the healthcare industry in the United States. So I work with a handful of clients who give me business requirements that I write up technical documents for. And then I work with our coders, our developers, our programmers to implement those clients' requirements into the software. I work with the user acceptance testing teams to ensure that they are testing the product before it goes to release. Can you explain that for the Europeans? Health insurance? Explain health insurance? Just Google it, man. So because I have been with the company I'm with for 9 years, I'm kind of the jack of all trades. Everyone comes to me with questions. Say, Jolene, thank you. I appreciate you. Just this time of year is our busiest time of year because it is Medicare open enrollment. And that just means people can change their health insurance plans every year between October 15th and December 7th. So we get 80% of our enrollments during this time of year. And when I say we, there are we have 42 clients. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of them use us to also process enrollments, process claims. So we have some that we do all the operational aspects of, we run the show for them. We have others that just use our programs and they do all the work on the back end. It's just hard working in the job I do when all your programmers, all your coders, all those people are offshore in India. They never ever will come to a meeting that I schedule in the US time zone. It's always, oh no, you join our meeting, and they'll schedule it at 2 a.m. And this time of year, there are urgent and critical things that I have to deal with. So there are days I'm waking up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. to join their meetings just so I can talk to them and make sure they understand. Yeah, there are other individuals that work in the States, but the majority of our development team is offshore. At least I got free gem nodes in Home Kingdom, right? How you think I got 197,000 gems? Just gather gems all day long. Do the barb camps, barb keeps all day long. It adds up. It adds up. Let's see what's going on in 3777 here. 2 a.m. is closer to your bedtime. Yeah, that's why I go to bed at old man hours, right? Shortly after 7 or 8 p.m., I'm asleep. I am sound asleep. I will be the first to admit 3777 leadership that I'm not as active here as I should be. I'm cycling through. I'm sending my gatherers out. But I'm sorry, I don't sit on this account all day long running forts. So I'm just waiting for Hells or one of these guys to come and start yelling at me. But I do have QSH max expertise. QSH YSG, that'll be my March. It's 2 a.m. now and you're wide awake. Yeah, you're a young man. You're a young man. I'm an old fart. But I think, Eve of the Crusade, that's Marauders. It starts tonight. 3 hours. For KVK 3. I don't even know who the allies are, but we'll just go in and have fun. Well, when you get up at 2 or 3 a.m., it's easy to fall asleep at 7 p.m. Trust me. I do have one account in the KVK map. I'm basically just helping them build flags. KVK 1 had 2 massive betrayals. Yeah, we can go take a look. Let me just make sure I don't need to build a flag here. Okay, looks like they're all planned. We must be out of Alliance resources. But I will save that march for when I need to build a flag. Can I spectate KVK 1 even? Or does it still have fog? I don't know if I can watch it. We'll give her a go, though. What do you say it was? 30... 3886. All right, Zeb, tell us the story. Looks like you guys are out of Kingsland. Building back into Kingsland. '88 was allied with '85 in a 1 versus 3 against us, and they won after 4 days. So '88 is pink over here. Okay. So what happened with the betrayals then? Are you guys building back in to go after '88? '88 betrayed their. I thought it was 1 versus 3. Oh, 3886. I'm so confused here. '88 was allied with '85 and '87 in a 1 versus 3 against you. Oh, okay. So you were the one, and it was purple against blue, pink, and red. You are now allied with '85 and '87. And we'll destroy '88 because they betrayed their allies. So now the plan is for '88 to get nothing. Too much drama, man. 3777 had drama in their KVK2. Crazy drama. I did, man. I did. You want to see it? So the set I'm working on right now is I've continued to refine my set here, right? We got up to 3.4 attack. This was 2.8. This one here, we didn't do much. We went from 2.8 to 2.9. But I have a couple of 2.9s here also. And a 2.9 here also that I want to get up. But right now we're focused on... I mean, you said we needed cavalry rally leads, right? So I have 1, 2, 3 level 5s, 3 level 4s. And we are working on the armaments here. So slowly but surely. I'm still opening though for pincer formation. Yeah, we got a special and 3 rares here, but I want to get this better. Waiting for them to announce the new skill formation, whatever it's going to be, so I can flip this over there. We have got 62 conversion stones. So we should be able to flip over one of those wedges very quickly once they come out with a new formation. We're good. We're good. Slowly building up speed ups though for our next KVK. 2,336 days. What's up, Turkey? I've got a vacation ticket, Beast. So our KVK is going well though. They won Zone 5. Just preparing for Pass 7 that opens later this week. But work has been insanely busy for me. And yeah, I could have fought, I could have participated in the KVK, I could have played here and there, but if I'm playing in a KVK with these guys, I want to give it 110%. And I knew that if I worked a 16-hour workday and there was fighting going on, I would log on and I would fight for 8 hours and then I'd have to start work again. And I'm not a young man anymore. So I knew I could not fight or do any of the Diplo or any of that stuff to the level that I would expect myself to do it at when I participate in the KVK. So thanks to Mad Mania, thanks to Captain for allowing me to take a vacation ticket to just focus on work so that I can come back stronger after work is over. I don't know what you're going to get at Pass 7. That's always a toss-up. Kingsland, I guarantee you're going to have fights in Kingsland. 1719 is a strong kingdom. the enemy camp already thanked you 4 times for not letting me play this KVK. Are you kidding me? Which enemy camp? That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But I mean, the nice thing is I can still do Canyon, right? I got my iconic crystal out of here. Got my flags. How many days? 23 days left. So I'm getting a bunch of equipment out of here as well. Once KVK gets towards the end, I can still get another iconic crystal. From the end of this, we'll just purchase it up to the end. Right? But yeah, I did max my mine out. This is level 25 because these crystals turn into coins at the end of KVK. But I mean, I have a level 4 research center. I don't want to spend the crystals to upgrade that. There's no sense. Tiramisu, that's a Italian Italian dessert, right? Good stuff. $35.42. Oh, those were our enemies last KVK. They play on accounts in 1719. They felt that Archer last KVK. You're not kidding. Well, I mean, Redline's archers aren't. Redline's got a double inscription on one of his specials, right? But he's got all 4 specials. His all damage is 7.8 instead of 8%. So it's not like his archers are any worse than mine, depending on what his second inscription is on that special as well. It might even be a better Archer Rally. God only knows. Amaretto. That's my wife's favorite drink is an amaretto sour. Some Di Serono and some sour. My favorite drink is a Captain and Coke. But yeah, once again, St. Jolene, Snow Goose. St. Jolene, thank you for the super chat. Snow Goose, thank you for the gifted. Apo, 28 months in the Touchdown Club. Good Lord, man. I truly appreciate all you guys who are members, who have not just gone in and dropped your membership, because I haven't streamed in about a month here. It means the world to me. Thank you. This is the hardest I've ever seen Captain go to migrate people in here. Maybe he wants a vacation ticket next KVK. They're like, Lambo, we need the streamers in this kingdom to say 1029's recruiting. We are recruiting right at the top here. One vacation ticket. You take two? No. I'm only taking one. You can only get one. No two for you. Being in a kingdom with Matt is bad juju? I wouldn't say that. There's a lot of work that Mad Mania does that we don't even see. Whether it's recruiting or diplomacy, I mean, the countless hours that some of these R4s put in, Mad Mania, Captain, Snow Goose, Nightwolf, he does 2 to 3 hours every time we have an ARC match. Classifieds online all the time. He is a pro at doing markers on flags for rallies. It's easy. Layla, always building flags. Raz, war leading. Ape, war leading. Mayhem, 20 accounts filling flags and filling rallies. Snow Goose, the overnight king. Right? There's a lot of work that these people do behind the scenes that nobody even sees. R4s, R5s do not get enough credit. They get all the blame, but not a lot of credit. I'll apply if Captain is spamming. Yeah, Nugget. I think Nugget quit the game. TSN Stitch is quitting the game. They're just sending their accounts to the cloud. So we have a need to fill a couple of 100 million power player roles. We are always looking for those 60 to 80 million power players that are super active. And we have a couple people wanting vacation tickets next KVK, so we have a need to get a couple cavalry rally people in here, maybe an infantry rally person in here. Stitch can't quit. He's 27 days on the inactive list. He's done dancing. You know, his daughter's getting older, and she's at the age where you can't just put her in a bouncy seat and hang something in front of her and keep her occupied for hours. You know, the older they get, that, and you know this, Saint Jolene, right? That age when they're a toddler, that's when you can mold them into a. It's really hard to change them once they hit that 8, 9, 10-year-old stage. Because once they hit that stage, mom and dad don't know anything. But you got to invest the time when they're young. Yeah, as far as I know, Stitch is done dancing. So yeah, I mean, you know, we want to have that luxury, right, where we have enough hyperactive players in the kingdom that if somebody needs a vacation ticket, life comes up, life happens, right? If somebody needs a vacation ticket, whether it's myself, Mad Maniac, Captain Stinkfist, Alloys, Ape, Master King, you know, Cocoa Boy, whoever, right, that we can give that to them. We can accommodate them. You know, we when we're fighting hardcore. Don't get me wrong, but you know, this is not one of those crazy hardcore kingdoms you got to run 30 forts a day or we kick you out of the alliance. You know, you have to buy every Mountain Warfare, we kick you out of the alliance. No, we for the most part, we get very intense when fighting. I get very intense when we play Ark of Osiris. But for the most part, it's chill. It's super chill. We don't have any fort requirements. Now, if people aren't running forts, we'll have a conversation with them, find out what's going on. But yeah, there's no requirements for alliance mobilization. Just do your 10 or 12 or whatever the minimum, whatever the maximum is you can get done for free. Just do those. Right? Nothing crazy like that. We've all played this game in kingdoms that have those type of requirements. And that makes it more of a job than a game. So we don't do that. I understand kingdoms that do. I'm not knocking them. Not knocking them. To each your own. But that's not the point of life that many of us in 1029 are at with this game. We play it for fun. We play it for KVK. We play it for fights. We're going to fight hard. Don't underestimate us. Don't ever take us for granted. Don't ever underestimate us. You know, hopefully one day we can be allies with 3303, but I fear we will probably never get put in the same KVK again after your migration. 3303 was so before their migration, before 1846 players came into 3303, I always said, if I was ever to leave 1029, 3303 would be my first choice. Great kingdom, great leadership, great people. Now that y'all are fighting Imperium KVKs, no thank you. No thank you. You miss being a CC'd. It's a whole different game at the level you guys are at now. It's a whole different game. You know, those 24-hour pilots that you have to have on, the requirements to run forts so that everybody's ready for KVK. the rotating through different alliance shells with main accounts just to ensure that credits are there and everything. It's a whole different game at that level. Fighting 8 days straight and getting yelled at every 5 minutes. Yeah. I mean, I do a lot of yelling when we're fighting too. Don't get me wrong. I will drop the F-bomb as frequently as I feel like it. I will call people out on Discord if they're running around doing their own thing. Well, everyone except Apocalypse. I know he's got markers off. I will yell at Apocalypse though after he's done streaming. Don't call us out for not fighting with you when you're the one not following markers. That always cracks me up. He'll be fighting on stream. Okay, gang, let's go. Let's push. And he'll start moving up and we'll all go to the right because the new marker was placed to the right. Where's everyone going? Where's everyone going? Yeah, DC KVKs, I mean, you're seeing like 30, 40 kingdoms in some of these KVKs now. It's absolutely insane. You quit Rock 2 years ago. Should you come back? If you do, you'll have to make a brand new account. You probably won't be able to log into that old account and have it be competitive. They're releasing commanders so quickly these days that even if you log out for 6 months, you'd be so far behind. Or buy one. Yep, there's an option too. You know, maybe you might want to come back on your old account, just log in, see if everything has changed. Play around for 30 days, and if you think it's something you want to get back into, yeah, then go buy an account. Speed Tide. I don't care, have fun. Yeah, you can get really nice accounts for 2 or 3 grand these days. I don't know. I hear rumors the next the next Zenith skin will be a 20% cavalry defense. What's up, Dracul? Who knows though? Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna hit the head. I'll be right back. Alrighty. 29 months, Dracul. Thank you, sir. When will it be? I think it's coming Christmas, January. But the rumors I'm hearing, and this is not from any content creators Discord or anything, just what other people have told me, is a 20% cav defense, which would be nice if I'm going to be expected to rally with cavalry, because my skins are lacking for cavalry, right? We got troop attack 12%, archer health 15. We've got Twilight Falls. Everyone's got Twilight Falls. We've got archer attack 15. We've got season 3 Osiris League training speed. That's all that one's good for. Archer attack 20%. That's it. Those are my skins. So now we've got some 30-day skins here that I could pop, but a cavalry Zenith skin and a infantry Zenith skin would be nice. So we've got Star Palace, Archer Defense. We've got, I guess we got this 30-day skin, 20% cavalry attack. Yeah, don't care about that one. Infantry attack, 30-day skin, 15%. Skill damage, 5%. That's useless. Infantry attack, 20%, 30-day skin. Troop attack, 16%, 30-day skin. So my best cavalry set currently is this one, Hells. We got a 5, a 5, a 5, a 4, a 4, and a 4. My second cavalry set has the crit KVK helmet and weapon, but those are only level 1. So we'll go ahead. We'll get our we'll get all of this stuff to 5. And then we'll circle back and we'll do the other cavalry stuff. The infantry set, that's all level 5 other than the accessories. And we have two archer sets at level 5, including this one with the KVK helmet, KVK weapon. So I would not obviously be the first choice to rally with cavalry, but when you swarm everything, all that rally really needs to do is tank. Alloys, are you still sitting on 15,000 gold universals? I mean, I think GG's worth maxing, expertising, if you've got those universals to spare. I mean, granted, I haven't been fighting in this KVK, right? But my marches are... We got ZL Herman, we've got QSH YSG, by Q, William Wallace. By Chi, sorry. Sorry, a goose. Don't yell at me. By Chi. We got Luce and CJ. HQ Arthur. Gang and Achilles. Philip Shajar. I don't often bring that out. Nevsky Joan. Don't often bring that out into the open field. If my 7th march is generally Ash and Tommy. And then the speed march still. And what's that for? That's Gold Pick Gathering. And yeah, that's our that's our one engineering march. Which, if we had to, we would put Philip equipment on it. But I hate engineering. I hate trying to micromanage an archer tower when I'm fighting with 5, 6, 7 marches at the same time. Currently working on daily chess. Currently working on where are you, buddy? Archimedes. Was that 86 away? Freddie still isn't expertise after he's real close. After flipping him to Philip. Same with Ragnar the First. Right? They keep adding gold key commanders, right? Which, okay, great. I can get these other commanders in the gold keys, but I can't get these expertise again because the odds just decrease the more they put on. Matthias 5513. Hector 5313. Alfonso 4224. Charlemagne 5341. John 5311. Stephen 2322. Lubu 5211. Casimir 5511. Mary 2121. Woo 2111. Pepin 1111. I did, Car. I did. I remembered my YouTube password. Welcome and thank you for the 10 pounds. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Oh, my Toku as well, right? Toku's not done. He's here somewhere. I mean, they're just throwing commanders out left and right. Toku's 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's why I went crazy in the last strategic reserve, Captain. That's why I went crazy in that last strategic reserve. I don't think I have any of those, though. Yeah, all those events that had Cleo, Seondeok, and Ishida in them before, they now have the 2 new Gathering ones. I did, because I would open up those chests for Cleo. Originally, they told us the new commanders wouldn't be in those chests. So I opened them all up and I donated them to Ruined Crusader Fortress. No, hoarding. I can't, hoarding. Ugh. So yeah, that's why I don't have those expertise yet. I'm not in any rush. My focus right now is Toku. I want to get him done. I'll probably get him done right when the new Archer commanders come out, right? Every time I apply for an MG spot, though, it's, oh, sorry, we have fighting. This is going to be a free-for-all. It's like, fuck. Or there's a new commander coming out, so I got to get the new commander instead of Toku. So the plan here is just to do Archimedes, and then whichever one of these 3 is closest in the daily chests. Car, your daily chests have not been good to me lately. I've been getting this. The first day I got this, it was 20 Archimedes heads, and then yesterday it was 12, and today again it was 12. But the daily chest, it's been 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1. Car's punishing me for not streaming. Meta Infantry Rally? I couldn't tell you. What is it? Scipio, I think maybe I have it saved somewhere. Let me look. And it's good to see you, Peyton. Bum 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 bum. Scipio Lucci. I've got that saved. I've got Scipio Wallace saved. And I've got Scipio Tariq saved. I couldn't tell you which one of those is quote-unquote meta. That's what you get for going off the radar. I've been around. For those of you that are just joining, let me show you what we've been doing. Let me get to my desktop here. Hang on. So not only has work been extremely busy, but I have moved into a new room of the house. Daughter moved out, and I inherited her room as my office. So this is a video that I took right before the stream. This says, my son gave me this. Don't test me. I will put you in the trunk and help people look for you. I got in trouble with HR for this sign that says, be advised, lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. And then we've got our favorite Packer players, football cards. Some of them are slabbed, PSA. We've got our 50-inch TV there in the office now with the Nintendo Switch. That's a little Coke Zero cooler. It holds 6 cans, an air purifier there. We're getting over to our work PC. That's why you see it's 5 o'clock somewhere. There is the working PC with my Punisher neon, my Packers wall, and my gaming PC. There is my current PC, all my streaming crap. And then here is the new stuff for the new PC build. That is a Corsair 6500X PC case. It's a dual chamber case. We've got a Leon Lee Edge 1200 watt power supply. We've got two Crucial 2 terabyte Gen 5 NVMe's. I've got a 4 terabyte on the way as well. We've got the Corsair Link fans so that they all can just kind of snap together and it's only one cable. Got the 5070 Ti. We've got a NZXT Kraken Elite 360 AIO cooler, 64 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM that I had to sell my left testicle for. We've got the 9800 X3D that should be delivered tomorrow, and the motherboard coming on Saturday. So we'll be rocking once we get that put together. So the goal there is we'll get the new PC all set up. Flash the BIOS, get everything installed fresh on it. We'll move some of the streaming stuff over to the new PC so that I can stream off of that PC while I am working on this existing PC. I'm going to wipe it clean. I'm going to turn this into a streaming PC so that I'll have a dual PC setup so that I can stream on one PC, play on another PC, which will hopefully allow me to stream some of the AAA titles as well. I want to play through Red Dead Redemption 2 again since I'm upgrading my video card. Maybe we'll stream that. That's always a fun game. I love that game. But we'll go from there. How about them Bears? Yeah, they're in first place this week. Will tell us a lot about who the Bears really are. We'll see. We'll see. I did listen to your car, and I did my research as well. If I was gonna just stream and play games on a single PC, I was gonna do the 9950 X3D. But since I'm gonna go with the two setups, we'll go for the better PC for gaming. It's only slightly better, but for gaming, we'll 9800 X3D. Well, yeah, that's why all the cable management is crap. I have not taken time to zip tie everything or hide things under my desk mat or, drill grommet holes in my desk or anything like that because we want to get the new PC up and running first, and we want to get the second PC then ready to stream. And once all those cables are in and everything's working, then I'll start zip tying and managing this stuff up all nice. Yeah. So the sign above my door, right? Lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part. Apparently, I was in a Zoom meeting at work, and my camera was on, and that sign was visible in the Zoom meeting. So someone registered a complaint, and HR said that's not appropriate. I said, fine, then don't require me on Zoom meetings then. I heard yesterday, Jace 2 Cents, who's one of the YouTubers I watch for technical stuff, he said AMD's raising their prices by 10%, so I'm glad I got that when I did. Now, this DDR5 RAM, it cost me as much as the CPU and the motherboard combined. The price of DDR5 has gone absolutely through the roof because supply and demand, a lot of the people that make memory now are focusing more on memory for those AI computers and servers rather than home desktop PCs. I think for 64 gigs of DDR5, CL6000, I think it is, I paid like $770. And since I purchased that, the price has jumped over $1,000. Oh, absolutely, Peyton. Absolutely. Absolutely. On a daily basis, I will get people coming to me. I have a deadline of tomorrow. Can you provide this report to me by noon today? And it's like 10 a.m. It's like, no, sorry. I'm in meetings for the next 2 hours. The soonest I can get this report to you is 8 a.m. tomorrow. I'm like, when were you made aware of your deadline? Oh, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, fuck you then. And granted, when I have a deadline, like say I have a deadline for a project this Friday by 5 p.m., right? I'll have that project done already. I'm not going to send it until 5 p.m. on Friday because I know if I send it early, they're going to drop another project in my lap right away. Oh, can you do this one too? Oh, fuck no. Just because I can do 2 or 3 times the work of another employee doesn't mean you should overload me with 2 or 3 times that work. Yep, NVIDIA and AI, absolutely. I mean, a lot of these tech channels now are saying don't even upgrade to DDR5, just stay with DDR4. But too late. I want the latest and greatest and the best and brightest to last me another 4 years. This 10900K, it's getting towards the end of its life. It's for what, 4 years old? 2022, I think. 3 or 4 years old. The PC I have is still fully capable. Just when I tried streaming Hogwarts Legacy that one time, it was lagging hardcore. So, and I understand, right? People come here to watch me stream rock and talk about Rise of Kingdoms but It'd be nice if I'm playing other games, just to fire up a stream and just chat with people. Right, Red Dead Redemption 2, Mafia: The Old Country, Ghost of Tsushima. Maybe play Madden against somebody. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is probably my all-time favorite game, right? Played through that when I had a 2070 Super. Then I upgraded to a 3070 Ti graphics card, played through it again. Then I upgraded to the 4070 Ti, played through it again. Now that I have a 34-inch OLED monitor, I really want to play through it again, but I'm waiting until the new PC is built so that I can play through it again on a 5070 Ti and this 34-inch LG OLED. Oh, 10900 is 5.5 years old now? I don't kill my horse. No, I'm not like Apple. PETA will not chase me down. I take care of my horses. When they get dirty, I get off them and I brush them and I feed them. Yeah, the only things that are original in my current PC are the motherboard and the CPU. I've swapped out the RAM. I've swapped out I swapped out all the drives. Swapped out the graphics card. Swapped out the AIO. Swapped out all the fans. Changed the case. The only thing I have in here currently from my original PC, which during COVID I had to buy pre-built because graphics cards were just not available unless you bought a pre-built, or is the CPU and the motherboard. But I mean, I take care of this thing. I'll pull off the water block. I'll repaste it every year. I will do a deep clean once a year. I will pull the screens off every month. Vacuum, dust it out, clean it out. I take care of this thing. Yeah, I can't wait to play through Red Dead Redemption on an OLED monitor. I booted it up and I ran it through the benchmarks, and it just, for a game that I don't even remember when that came out. For a game that's 5 years old now, I would guess, that game still looks absolutely stunning. I'm sorry. I could spend hours on that game just riding the horse through the mountains. Hours. Yeah, that's a 1080 Ti. Wow. Yeah, I mean, the problem is if you get a brand new GPU and you still have a CPU that's older, you're just going to bottleneck the CPU, right? So you want to make sure that your graphics card and your CPU are properly balanced, because there's no sense in upgrading to a 5090 if you're running on a 5-year-old processor. Right? So make sure you do your research. There's lots of websites out there. If you're thinking of buying a 4070, just type in, will a 4070 work with my GPU? There's lots of websites out there that'll help you make that determination. I mean, I have a 4070 Ti, and there are times when my CPU is bottlenecked. The funny thing is, I'm very patient when I build a PC, but Yeah, I mean, I can build a PC, no problem. But when it comes to things like changing a tire on a car, or changing oil on a car, or doing or building something, replacing a toilet, things like that, I have no patience for that shit. Elden Ring? Do I even have Elden Ring? I don't think I have Elden Ring. I have Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 4. I don't have Elden Ring. Apple started on like 20 different games at one point in time, and he like played them for 6 hours and left them. Right, but I get it. I get it, right? You know, if he has 120 people watching him stream Rise of Kingdoms, you know, when he goes to another game, even if it's like Among Us when he plays that with you guys, you know, he'll drop to maybe 20, 30 viewers. So I mean, I get it. That's his bread and butter, right? That's how he earns a paycheck for his family, puts food on the table. What was I gonna do? So I get it. I mean, it's in the end. Shinji did not have much success transitioning from Rise of Kingdoms to other games. You know, I think Chisgle's got a whole separate channel for other games. So yeah, it's got to be hard. It's got to be hard, but you know, this isn't my primary job, right? So I feel like, you know, if I'm playing another game and streaming and y'all want to come and hang out, fantastic. If not, no skin off my nose. Only Rally and Garrison leads here. Rogasi, Garrison, Filler. I think that's Orion's Farm, probably holding a space for his main account there. There's Mr. Sinkfus himself. Ape. Ape. Yeah, that's why I'm in Home Kingdom, though, because one, I have a vacation ticket, and there are more resource notes here for me. And then I don't have to look at it. I don't have to look at it. There are times when I'm like, God, why the hell did I take a vacation ticket? But most days it's like, oh my God, thank God I took a vacation ticket, because I could not get on this game and play for another 8 hours after staring at a computer screen for work for 12. That said, I think we're gonna call it, guys. It was good to be back. It was good to touch base with you all. Let me see who else is streaming out there so we can redirect you. I see Cherokee is live, so we're gonna get you over to Cherokee. It will not be a month before my next stream. This I promise you. I'm gonna make sure I have the ability to stream either from this PC or from the new PC I'm building while I work out the whole 2 PC setup. I promise you it will not be another month. Appreciate y'all for hanging out. Want to give some shout outs here again to Carr for the donation, Dracul for 29 months, Crims for the subscription, St. Jolene for the donation, Apo 28 months. Oh, Dracul, you got Apple beat. You're at 29. He's at 28. You can give him some shit about that. And then Snow Goose for the 5 gifted. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate all the members who have stuck with me and not canceled your membership during my busy time of year with life. We'll be back soon. Thanks for hanging out, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.